All right, and welcome to another amazing segment. We're starting off the day strong with IK sprayers. And we have Ruth here, we have Ibon here from IK, and this is a very exciting segment because I think that there is maybe a couple particular things, one very specific thing that people have had a lot of questions about. Let's talk about alkalinity.
So yeah, we see that in the last years, we've seen like most of the chemical manufacturers have been putting their eyes on, you know, making solutions a little bit more
correct, higher pH. So we're seeing chemicals that are now pretty consistently above a 9, anywhere from a 9 up to really a 14. I mean,
well, we always have like a couple of high alkaline sprayers. We have the alkaline 1.5 and the 9. But it was the perfect time, you know, to renew the line, to make it more similar to the Pro line, you know, that everybody knows in the US. The reason why is because we were listening to some of the detailers that they were facing problems with the regular sprayers, let's say, or the multi sprayers. And the reason why was because the solutions, the chemicals were like too alkaline. We decided to, you know, to have this blue line. And it's blue because, you know, when you double check in the pH scale, when you test it with the pH paper,
correct, yep.
You know, when the solution is alkaline, it turns blue.
Yep, so that makes sense.
That was the reason why we wanted to, you know, to make it in blue color. Nowadays we have more like sensitive plastics. We have products that can really damage the finishes of the cars, right? So that was one of the reasons why we see that there are more and more alkaline products or neutral products.
What could that higher alkalinity do to a sprayer?
Well,
like a sprayer that was not meant for it.
Yeah, of course, you can get damage. You can get damages in different parts of the sprayer. You can get damages in the hose. You can get the O-rings melted.
Okay.
You can, you know, there's a bunch of things. So you need a special component for building a sprayer for alkaline products, especially for high alkaline products. So you need to change the interior and some of the exterior parts of the sprayer.
Okay. What you guys are doing is launching a full line that's meant for everything alkaline, but that covers everything across the board here in the IK sprayer setups, right? We have the 1.5, we have the foam 2.0, we have the multi 2.0, and then up here we have the foam 12. And then we have, is it the multi-12?
The alkaline.
Okay. Alkaline. We have to say alkaline 12. Okay. Okay. You can't say multi-alkaline. Okay. Alkaline 12.
So as we said, you know, with the multi, we were covering from 1 till 11 and a half pH. So now with this line, we will cover, you know, from 7 up to 14.
Okay.
So the problems always are on the extremes, in 1 and in the 14. That's the main.
What's nice about these is that you can safely store product in this that's actually already diluted without having to worry about that sprayer breaking down, which is probably the most important thing because, let's be honest here, we all store higher pH chemicals in just whatever the heck we got, and then when we go to use that sprayer the next time and it doesn't work, we go, this dang spray, and we kind of blame that. Well, this is kind of the education segment of explaining that not all sprayers are going to be equal in terms of what they're able to withstand chemically. And so acid-wise, you're safe over here, right? But going to those higher alkaline products, this is where you want to be.
Once we have a pH above 11, 11.5, or when the description of the chemical you're going to be using says non-acidic or neutral, then you should start thinking about considering the pH double checking, and probably all those chemicals will be more suitable to be used with the new alkaline ranges.
You want to obviously make sure that the chemical you're storing in there, regardless, is going to be suitable for everything else within the seals. But what's kind of cool though is there is one accessory, and it's on that table there, right? If let's just say you have O&R, right? You want to store that, and you know that it's not caustic, it's not going to hurt anything. Take this bad boy. This is the official IK sprayer lid, my most requested thing for many years. And you know what? This is available at theragcompany.com. So if you have yourself an IK Foam Pro 2 or a Multi Pro 2, and what's even amazing too is that you can actually use this on the new alkalines as well. It won't be a perfect color match. We'll get to that eventually, right, Ibon? Right? Maybe eventually. So what's really cool about this is this is not just a lid. This is also going to be a measuring device. So actually deep down in here into the lid is you have both ounces and you have milliliters inbuilt inside this. You can actually see that kind of step pattern there, and that step pattern are going to be your measurements there for ounces and again milliliters, and you can actually do your dilution and then go straight into the container and then using your concentrated chemical, and then you can set this aside and then put your main top back on. Or if you want to and you just want to do some dilutions and have product ready to go, you can mix it, store it in here, take the lid, which also has a seal, and then tighten that down. And then what's pretty cool is you have an almost indestructible container. Okay. So I believe we have something really special. The treasure chest has opened.
Magic.
It's here. From what was once a 3D printed version at TRCMA 2024 is now the real freaking deal. So we have, Ibon, the latest and greatest in the IK sprayer lineup. What is this? What are we calling it?
Yeah, the iPhone Pro 2.
eFoam Pro 2. Yeah. Here is the final version. This is going to be the production unit of the eFoam Pro 2 with the built-in compressor here at the base. People have been waiting for this for over a year.
We saw that in the market there were some units, like battery operated, that they have like a kind of a pump on top of it. So you have to absorb the liquid and make the liquid going through the pump.
Yep.
But especially working with harmful chemicals that could commit the materials of the pump. When we develop this, it has to be like integrated, and if possible, not in direct contact with the chemical. And we wanted to keep also the possibility of
pumping, hand pumping. Yep. Yeah. So you can still hand pump. You can still have the release valve here, right? And so this is going to reach a maximum pressure of about, you said 2.5 bars?
It's about 3.5 bars, so it's reaching up to 50 psi.
Okay, 50 psi. Okay.
Usually we would be working in between, the gap will be like 30 to 45 psi.
Okay,
that's the gap where we get the proper foam.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Okay.
So it's not going to be working all the time, so we'll get the 2.5 bar, so that the 35 psi.
Very good.
I will start working.
Okay.
When it misses the pressure, we'll stop.
Okay.
And we'll reactivate again.
It'll kick on. So should we show people this thing in action?
Why not?
What do you think?
Okay, here a new baby.
Double check if it's connected.
You have to switch it on.
Okay, we're going to switch it on by...
So press in for 3-4 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And it's ready for.
And now it's ready. Okay, so basically it's already pressurized. So that's what it was doing down there for us. It was letting us know it was ready. It was ready
so when
to
it's blinking,
break out of the treasure chest. Okay, so when it's blinking,
it means that when you will start spraying and the pressure goes down, the compressor will automatically start kicking.
Okay.
Okay.
And then in here we have diluted Armory Detail Supply Shampoo Plus. So this is what's going to be inside here, and we are ready to go. So I'm going to grab Jimmy. We're going to go over to this side of the car. Compressor's kicking on here. I'm going to show you guys how much you can actually do. This is pretty awesome. I'm still going. So at this point in time, we've got about 15 ounces, or actually no, about 15 ounces left inside the sprayer here. And so we were able to knock out the entire half of the car, knock out both wheels obviously the front bumper here, and this means that right now it's repressurized itself. And
Yep.
so what's amazing about this is that on just the normal Foam Pro 2, right, if we were to take that like the non-E version, realistically we could probably knock out the hood, the bumper. We can usually probably get a decent door, get a decent amount of foam on it, but at that point we'd have to
Pump
either
again.
take our air compressor or pump it back up again. And so what's really nice is that air is never an issue. Pressure is never going to be an issue. I mean, you're done worrying about that. It's really just going to be about the amount of liquid that you're going to have here. And so with having about 2 liters, you have about working capacity would be about how much would you say?
Well, in this unit is a little bit different because we used to recommend for the foamer, because you need the air.
Yep.
We used to recommend to fill it up to half of the tank.
Yep.
And leave the other half for the air. In here you can go up to 50.
You can go up to 50
Yeah.
ounces?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have 8 to 10 tanks for 20 minutes, continue spraying.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, and I still have a decent amount left, but one of the biggest things is going to be how much foam can you actually build up, right? And if Matt Mormon was watching this, he'd be like, I want all the foam on the wheel. So, Jimmy, if I can pull you over here for this, just one wheel, we're going to knock this out. We're going to lay on a decent amount of foam here, just to show you kind of if you were to replicate this for wheel cleaning. But what's cool is that, I mean, this is just, it's easy. It's easy. This is as easy as it gets. So, coming right here we go, laying this on. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's awesome. So that, with whether it's brake buster, or whether you have, I mean, shoot, you could take ADS wheel cleaner, you could take any one of your favorite wheel cleaning products, throw it in here, especially if it foams and puts on a good show. We're gonna do one last pass here, showing you an example of doing your lowers. Cool, and you've just tackled a decontamination step on your lowers before jumping into your physical contact wash, right? Whether this is going to be a touchless setup or just a higher pH, just pre-cleaner, or even a lower pH pre-cleaner, you can do that and then move on. But that's going to have great dwell time, and it makes it super, super easy with the IK. I'm going to go ahead and so to shut this off, I'm going to press and hold the button here. And for anybody wondering, the charger here is a USB-C. This has been such an awesome segment. Thank you guys so much for coming. So that's going to be it for IK sprayers. We're looking forward to what's next. So Dane, it's off to you.
Well, thank you very much. I know what's next. What's next is you hitting the subscribe button. That's right, hitting that like and watching more of these uncut versions of the video back on the TRCMA playlist. So check that out and enjoy.